Hello guys, it's Revolution. In this video we are going to discuss the powerful fusion of Goku and Vegeta, the Metomoran fusion, Gogeta, discussing all of his forms and exactly how powerful they were. Where was his base form in power? Where is Super Saiyan level in power in accordance to the rest of the verse? We'll also cover Super Saiyan 2, 3, God, and obviously Super Saiyan Blue, and then even discuss the hypothetical Blue Kaioken and Blue Evolution versions of Gogeta. And we'll even briefly touch on an Ultra Instinct Gogeta and how powerful he would be with mastery of self-movement. But before I begin, a quick question. How much stronger do you believe that Goku and Vegeta get between arcs? For example, how strong do you believe Goku and Vegeta got between the Zamasu arc and the Tournament of Power? And how strong do you believe they got from the Tournament of Power to the Broly movie and Broly movie to the Moro arc? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. And if you're not subscribed to Revolution, make sure you hit that subscribe button and importantly the bell button next to it to make sure you're notified when I release new content. If you enjoy my content or at least are engaged by my content positively or negatively, please smash a like or dislike on the video. Thank you for your continued support. Keep lending the Daishenken your energy. So it goes without saying, Gogeta was made canon to the Dragon Ball Super storyline in the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie. The Broly movie is like a quasi-continuation of both the anime and the manga. I would say more so the anime due to what Toyama stated about it, but we do know that the Broly movie ongoings did occur in the Dragon Ball Super manga. And this is obviously by no means an assertion, but many people do feel that the events in the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie more closely resemble that of the manga than the anime. But I guess it's down to your own interpretation. Regardless, in this video we're scaling Gogeta and we'll be using more of an older power scaling method to scale this Gogeta. Obviously you can get many different methods of power scaling Dragon Ball characters or fictional characters in general. In this video we're looking at feats and statements to find out where Gogeta was in base and obviously scaling his way up through his transformations by using official sources from the Dragon Ball franchise, in companionship with the already existing Dragon Ball lore from Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, and the current foundations laid in the Dragon Ball Super anime and the manga to find out where you could lowball Gogeta's power to. Now the reason I'm going for a low ball is because at least with a low ball, unlike a mid ball and a high ball, you can assert a low ball. The problem with mid balls or high balls are they are projections, they are theories in practice there to be confirmed or debunked in future material. Now I don't have a problem with people doing mid balls or high balls, it's up to you. If you enjoy doing it, you do you, but in the majority of my videos I tend to go for low balls, or as it's often called in mathematics, the minimum value. It doesn't mean that mid-ball or high-ball theories won't go on to be proved right, but as they currently stand until proven right, they are essentially just theories. Whereas with a low ball or the lowest possible value or the minimum possible power a character can exert via using official sources, that can at least be asserted for now, the date of that moment you would make that assertion. So of course with Gogeta we know that he is the fusion of Goku and Vegeta, and we know that in the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie it was stated by both Goku and Vegeta that at their strongest in the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie using Super Saiyan Blue, that they stood no chance against Super Saiyan Broly. Now of course in the Dragon Ball Super anime there's Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 20 and Super Saiyan Blue Evolution, but I think the way to look at it is Super Saiyan Blue in the Broly movie are Goku and Vegeta's strongest forms to date. I would personally infer that they are the narrative equivalent to Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken and Super Saiyan Blue Evolution from the anime and obviously the quasi versions in the manga. But even if you don't agree and believe they do exist in the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie, both Goku and Vegeta state that they stood no chance against Broly anyway. Those forms would have been included had they existed in that particular lore, and like I said, both of them accept that Earth would be destroyed if they don't fuse. They could even go off and get Gohan, Android 17 and Piccolo. They choose not to because they know they don't have a chance. Super Saiyan Broly is simply too strong. Of course, they fuse and when they return, Broly had basically been beating on Frieza for an hour, and obviously Whis didn't exactly step in. Broly started attacking Whis, and Whis was just oozing, rope-a-doping Broly, and that's when we see Gogeta versus Broly. Base Gogeta goes straight into action against Broly. Of course, we don't actually see Base Gogeta on the offense, while some people would argue that Base Gogeta managing to dodge a multitude of Broly's attacks, whereas Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta at the same time struggled to do such a thing, that this would imply that Base Gogeta is stronger. But I do know that some people don't accept that, because the truth is, especially in the anime of Dragon Ball Super, and even so the manga, not every hit has equal value, not every punch landed has equal value. The only way to truly be sure if it's a battle of two people at full power is if it's implied or stated in the actual material that it's those two going all out. So I'll leave it up to you whether you believe Gogeta blocking those particular blasts were of Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta levels, if not surpassed it. I personally would advise so, but once again it's up to you. But I do think there's something else that would suggest that Base Gogeta surpassed Goku Blue and Vegeta Blue. Not only could you look at Kefla in the Tournament of Power, Base Kefla far exceeded the power of Super Saiyan God Goku. Goku, of course, was a lot stronger than both Kale and Caulifla. You could argue Goku was fatigued, but even in his God form, he was unable to keep up with Base Kefla, and whilst feeling Kefla's power, Vegeta lost focus on his battle with Toppo because her power was so high, and he was in Super Saiyan Blue at the time. But the main reason I reference this is simply because Goku and Vegeta's fusions would be far more powerful than Kale and Caulifla's fusion of Kefla. Of course, one's a Potara fusion and the other one's a Metomoran fusion, and of course there's raging debates going on whether which one's stronger, whether they're the same or not. I won't truly cover that in this video, but I do have plans on covering a 2020 version of which fusion's stronger in a future video. But case in point, if Base Kefla can be close to Super Saiyan Blue levels, despite being a far inferior fusion to a Goku Vegeta fusion, whether that be Metomoran or Potara. Let's just look at Vegito from the Future Trunks arc. Base Vegito blew Merge Zamasu's arm off. You can make excuses to whether Merge Zamasu was surprised or not. The fact is he still did it from range, whereas Merge Zamasu was finessing Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta right before that. Of course, I'm talking about the manga version here, but if that version of Vegito can be that strong and then stack Super Saiyan Blue on top of it, and then we know that Gogeta Blue is stronger than even Vegito Blue from the Future Trunks arc, despite very little time passing from the Future Trunks arc to the Broly movie in the manga, it's highly likely that the same can be applied to Gogeta in his base. And to prove it, just look at Ikari Broly vs Super Saiyan Blue Goku. Ikari Broly was going toe-to-toe with Super Saiyan Blue Goku. Goku had the advantage, of course, as Paragus believed that Broly was about to lose. But the difference in their power at that point wasn't massive. We know that Ikari Broly was a lot stronger than Super Saiyan God Goku, but couldn't quite get the job done against Super Saiyan Blue Goku. However, Super Saiyan Broly thrashed both Goku and Vegeta in Super Saiyan Blue together. Along comes Base Gogeta, transforming into a Super Saiyan, the same state that Broly transformed into, and he gets the edge over Super Saiyan Broly. This would suggest that if we were to apply the 50 times multiply suggested in Toriyama interviews and the Super Exciting guides, that Broly's base would have needed to be stronger than or equal to that of a Super Saiyan Blue Goku or Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, or both of them combined. Of course, in the anime between the Future Trunks arc and the Tournament of Power, it is implied that Goku got a lot of training in, so it may be a little different in that particular continuity. But in the manga, it's very easy to prove that very little time passed at all, and Goku, if anything, was suggested to have gotten rusty in that time between the two arcs. Of course, using the Super Exciting guides for reference, that we know that Toriyama supervised the training section of the Super Exciting guides. We know that Super Saiyan 2 is 2 times that of Super Saiyan, and Super Saiyan 3 is 4 times that of Super Saiyan 2, meaning it would be 8 times that of Super Saiyan. 400 times base, Gogeta would be 400 times Super Saiyan Blue Goku as a Super Saiyan 3. If Goku and Vegeta stating they stood no chance without fusion didn't ring any bells for you, then it's quite clear that being 50 times that of Super Saiyan far exceeds even that of Blue Evolution and Blue Kaioken. And of course, Super Saiyan isn't as draining a transformation as the Kaioken technique. Super Saiyan God is where it gets tricky. Obviously, back to the lowballing or the lowest possible value. I often go for 2 times that of Super Saiyan 3. It's not that I particularly believe it's that, it's just the minimum value. It's highly unlikely Super Saiyan God is only a percentage increase over Super Saiyan 3, given that it was stated to be astronomically above Super Saiyan 3 on a whole new level. So 2 times Super Saiyan 3 really is just a lowball offering. Of course, it's likely a lot higher than that. Then you get Super Saiyan Blue, which by the anime you can easily put as 50 times that of Super Saiyan God based on Goku Blue's showings against Super Saiyan Kefla. However, if you look at the manga interpretation, if the Broly movie was to be adapted for the manga, there's no reason to believe that he wouldn't be using complete Super Saiyan Blue. Of course, we know that's a lot stronger than regular Super Saiyan Blue, as we saw against Merge Zamasu. Complete Super Saiyan Blue Goku fared well against a Merge Zamasu, whereas Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta got absolutely finessed. But basing regular Super Saiyan Blue from the manga in Goku's battle against Hit, using Super Saiyan God against Hit being 10% of Vegeta's Super Saiyan Blue, that would imply that Super Saiyan Blue is 10 times that of Super Saiyan God. But obviously Goku and Vegeta improved Super Saiyan Blue and then of course got completed Super Saiyan Blue. So it really wouldn't surprise me if that was also 50 times Super Saiyan God. I would also like to state that in the anime and the manga, the showings of Super Saiyan God post the Battle of Gods movie vary quite a lot. The anime really doesn't represent it very well. It comes across quite weak, whereas the manga really demonstrates Super Saiyan God being an extremely powerful new level of power. That's just my interpretation. Let me know if you share similar thoughts on that particular aspect. But looking at all the multipliers we've gone so far, 400 times for Super Saiyan 3, double that for Super Saiyan God at a low ball, times that again by 50 times. That's a low ball of 40,000 times Base Gogeta, who is at least relevant to Super Saiyan Blue Goku. And guys, whether you think Shin's statement holds up in the Future Trunks arc or not, you can at least apply that to Vegito Blue as well. He will be 40,000 times Base Vegito in the anime. Of course, if you want to lower that Super Saiyan Blue multiplier for regular Super Saiyan Blue in the manga, you can do, but it's still a whopping increase in power. It should still be comfortably within the tens of thousands. So guys, that's where you can lowball or put minimum value to Gogeta's name in terms of a multiplier through traditional Dragon Ball scaling. Then with Vegito from the Future Trunks arc, or even Gogeta using the Kamehameha, you can factor on technique amps in the Kamehameha and the final Kamehameha. You can say the traditional scaling of Dragon Ball is one branch of scaling a fictional character, especially for Dragon Ball, as Dragon Ball provides a lot of power levels and multipliers. But in the absence of prime source material assertions of a character's power in relevance to others, if you can match the traditional power scaling method for Dragon Ball with official sources that agree in terms of evidential weight, you really have a strong argument. Of course, looking at the anime, Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 20 would of course be 20 times that of Super Saiyan Blue, pretty self-explanatory, which would make Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 20 Gogeta's power a whopping 800,000 times base at a low ball. Based on Ishitani, the producer of Dragon Ball Super anime episodes, comments on Super Saiyan Blue Evolution, it's similar to that of Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, so you can apply a similar multiplier, but of course Vegeta did get stronger in that fight against God of Destruction Toppo, so it could be even higher. Then what about Ultra Instinct? Well, we know that Ultra Instinct's far more powerful than Blue Evolution and Kaioken. What kind of multiplier does it have in terms of raw power? That's still up in the air. I've seen a lot of people say that it's 100 times Super Saiyan Blue. I've seen some people say 1,000, some people say 1,000,000, some people say infinite. The fact is we don't actually have an answer for the raw power increase of Ultra Instinct over that of Super Saiyan Blue. Of course, with Ultra Instinct, you also have to factor in the hacks abilities you gain with Mastery of Self-Movement. It isn't just a power increase, it comes with the technique of Mastery of Self-Movement as well. I guess you could say Ultra Instinct is a package transformation as opposed to the regular Super Saiyan forms. But the final word on this is basically, Gogeta, in this particular instance, is a post-tournament of power Goku and Vegeta, so he is 40,000 times out of a post-tournament of power Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta. Based on low ball scaling, I have no problem saying Gogeta Blue is the strongest non-godly character in Dragon Ball. Of course, I don't want to include Moro arc in there until it's completed yet. But that's all for this video. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments section. Do you agree or disagree with me? By all means, make your voices heard. Make sure you're subscribed, and if you're on Twitter or Instagram, do come follow me on those social media platforms. Smash a like on the video. Until next time, Ad Astra.